You know, many outside of the Nation of Islam believe like they are so-called experts on what we do and why we do it. But you're in a position as being a student MGT captain, you know why the sisters are asked to do certain things, right?
Yes, sir.
So can you talk about, for the audience, how it came about where the sisters began to start wearing these pastel colors?
Yes, sir. The 19th anniversary of the Million Man March, the Honorable Minister Farrakhan, Holy Day of Atonement, took us to Jamaica, and the MGT were asked to wear light colored clothing. We'll style that word as pastel colors. And those colors, as I said previously, are colors that brighten up your day, they light up the room. The Honorable Minister Farrakhan asked, we normally wear our uniforms, that we wear those colors, and so that would help us to be seen a little bit better, that the people would be more gravitate more to those colors. So we did that. And I'd like to say also, when the sisters mounted the stage on 10-10-15, if in the video that Brother Irritated Genie is reflecting on, he shows in that video a flag of the gay liberation and colors as he is showing the MGT on the stage. Those are some variations of the colors that are shown in the flag, but they are not the colors that are shown on the flag. And we do not use colors except for our uniforms to represent anything. The colors are only to make us beautiful, to make our garments beautiful, and for us to proudly wear them. If I had on a red scarf on my head right now, I would hope that the audience, Brother Willie, would not think that I was part of a gang organization,
a blood
member. That's right.
Right.
So it is the same thing. So these colors are not representative of our organization or our religion in any way. They're just representative of the beauty that God has put us in our garments, and we get to choose all of these beautiful colors.
Right. So, and we're going back on that point. So, you said it, but I just want to be clear, because we know that we're dealing with people who will take clips and they add their interpretation. The colors, when the sisters were brought on for 10-10-15 and in Jamaica, were not to advocate or promote a homosexual or lesbian agenda.
No, sir. As the Honorable Minister Farrakhan said in many of his lectures, we love our brothers and sisters who practice that type of lifestyle. We are certainly hopeful that they will come out of that lifestyle and accept their own and be themselves, which is a righteous person. And we want to make it clear that we do not practice homosexuality in the Nation of Islam. So I would hope that anybody who sees that video and sees those colors know that those colors only represent colors. Remember, if we're talking about the rainbow here, and if we would study the scriptures in the book of Genesis, that rainbow was used, those colors that exist in that rainbow were used as a covenant that Allah God had made with the children of Israel, saying that he would no longer destroy with water. And he said in the book of Genesis that, I believe it's chapter 9, he says that I will no longer bring water to destroy the earth. And every time you see the rainbow, so remember my covenant with you. So it has absolutely nothing to do with the lifestyle of a person. If they have on red, pink, green, yellow, blue, or orange, it does not tell who that person is.
Right, and for all of those ghetto scholars that are watching this video, you are not over the MGT. You are not even allowed in the MGT class. Right. This is a person that has been appointed. This is her responsibility. This is what she does. So while you are theorizing and coming up with conspiracy theories, trying to use your ghetto scholarship, this is based upon fact. She will be, in a sense, if she was called to court, an expert on this. You all are not. So stop misrepresenting us for your purposes. And when you do that, it pains me to say this, that some of you have become black devils. That you are doing just what the Zionists are doing. You're doing just what the media is doing, where you are taking the Honorable Minister Farrakhan's words out of context And hopefully this video allows you to look into your heart if you have the courage to do so and say why. And even for those who you may not do that, but you sit in front of the screen and you eat it up and, ooh, look at Mr. Farrakhan. I'm disappointed that he did this. You need to ask yourself, how is it that after all of these years of listening to the minister that you so easily believe in what somebody has done, where they have edited a video and you fall for that, right? And what's so hypocritical about this is the clip that brother shows where the minister is talking about homosexuals and their behavior and them being our people, and we're not here to judge or condemn them, but we want to give them what can help pull them from their lifestyle. The minister starts talking about players, men who mistreat women. But it's interesting, why is that not a focus? Why doesn't that bother you? Because most of you all who are out here in all of your consciousness and whatever you want to call yourself, you are conscious pimps. And you're using women, black queen, the black woman is God. If she's the God, why you don't treat her like that? So y'all need to really need to stop it. And I pray that you get some medicine. And the best medicine that I can offer you is from the teachers of the Most High Elijah Muhammad. And primarily there's one of these books that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan we have now called The Self-Improvement, right? You need to take that and begin to start purifying your heart, because you will never be able to do the work that you want to do with a dirty heart, and your motives are not pure. You have any closing words?
Yes, sir, Brother Willie. Thank you so much. And I'd like to concur with Brother Willie that the best advice that we can give you is to study. Study the work and the life of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Study his track record. Look at the believers in the Nation of Islam. Look at those sisters on that video and see if the colors that they had on doesn't represent anything about them, their character, the fact that they have changed. Some of us have been liars, we've been dancers, those type of dancers. We've been loose women, prostitutes. We've been even involved in drugs. So remember, when you look at those colors, look past the colors and look at the character of those individuals. And that's why the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan brought those sisters up, because he knows that through this woman, a new world order is coming. He said that it is through the woman that will usher in the new world order. So I thank you so much for listening. And come and see us at 4201 Downman Road, New Orleans, Louisiana, 70126.
And we'll actually close playing the full clip of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan bringing out the sisters. And this was 20 minutes after he had said what he said about the homosexual community. So you will hear you will hear for yourself why he brought out those sisters, and spread these videos the same way that many of you all spread these lies about us. So may Allah continue to bless the sincere of you all who want the truth. Peace.
Come home and teach love for one another. Teach love of the neighbor. Teach us to forgive each other for our acts of evil done under the oppressor's mind that he put in us. I would like to have 10,000 fearless women. You know, I wish I could show you the women in the nation. These are warriors. These are scholars. But they know how to cook. They know how to sew. They know how to rear their children. And they know how, Look at them, brothers and sisters. Now, brothers and sisters, if a sister came up and stood beside them with a mini skirt and a low-cut dress that's beckoning nursing babies, which one of these sisters would somebody say, "Hey, baby"? See, they don't talk like that to our women. And if they do, it's a terrible mistake. Now, when women are clothed, they earn respect. The beauty of your form is for your husband. And if you don't have a husband, keep it covered. Because the one that you get as a husband will be the dog that saw what he wanted, and it wasn't you. It was the beauty of your form. Them beautiful hips, those succulent lips. Lord have mercy. Now my sisters, all of them, they're very highly intelligent. You can't come to them with weak conversation because they see right through you, brother. They know how to cook. They're food scientists. And let me tell you, sisters, you know you're beautiful, but a woman who's beautiful and can't cook is a killer in the kitchen. And I don't think you would be wise marrying a killer and she kill you in the kitchen with a whole bunch of greasy food. These sisters know how to keep their self alive, their families alive, their children alive. Thank you, sisters. Oh, that was really nice. Where's the young men? Bring me the young soldiers.